Today is CKNW Orphans Fund Pledge Day. Please call 604-222-9898 or go to cknworphansfund.com to make a donation.
Great to have you with us down at the Terminal City Club. We are going down the home stretch now, so you got to get with it. You got to help out. 604-222-9898, 604-222-9898. And very pleased to welcome onto the podium with me Diane Snowden, who's Executive Director of Children of the Street Society. Diane, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And we've got Robert Lashin here. He's President and CEO of Hoole Electric. Robert, thank you for coming down today.
You're welcome.
I want to ask you, Robert, you're down here at the Orphans Fund. You were mentioning your staff actually selects the charity.
That is correct. Our people decide every year which charity they would really like to support. And this year was overwhelmingly, they wanted to support the CKNW Orphans Fund.
Isn't that great? Well, tell them, I've already been saying on the street, they're the smartest staff in the city, and they just proved me right. Thank you for the validation.
You're welcome.
I love those people. 604-222-9898. And, you know, at the same time, Diane, your organization is one of the recipients.
Yes.
So let his staff know what the kind of things you do.
They would really like to know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with Children of the Street Society, and what the Orphans Fund has helped us with is a project where we engage extremely high-risk youth into a 9-week program. And a lot of these kids have been affected by sexual exploitation and human trafficking. And we do support and intervention with them, and we do it through social justice art.
Yeah.
And so they get to express themselves through art. And then what we do is have a art gallery at the end and celebrate
Fabulous.
their success. And we've had young people that have come through our program and used the piece of art and gone to Emily Carr.
Yeah, wow.
And we had a young person last year that has gone back to schooling and is going to be a youth worker. So it really changes their lives.
Yeah. Well, I love that, by the way, because I think my experience, I've done tons of volunteering with kids, and they identify with different modes of communication. I mean, some are very verbal, but some art, you know, sports, we talked a minute ago about via sport,
Right.
and others are in art, and that's how you make that connection. And a lot of times, and please correct me, but my experience is a lot of time they need that connection to society in a positive way like that.
They do, and a lot of times when we do the art gallery and the community comes out, it's the first time these kids have been viewed in a positive way in the community, and you can just see them shine. And so it gives them the feeling, I can do the right things in my community and give back to the community, and I'm valued.
Oh, absolutely. I love that last part you said. You know, they're valued.
Yes.
And you're important, and maybe they haven't had that message near enough in their lives.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why I say, Robert, you hear that kind of a story, and
Absolutely.
you know the difference you're making in individual lives.
That's all you need, is to show that you care.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's all that people need, is that to know that other people care for them.
And it's interesting you say that, because that's what I find too, is that it's also a message. It's a donation and it's money, but it's also a statement. The statement is, you count, you care.
And you're valuable.
And Hoole Electric, I mean, your staff has got together, and thanks
Yes.
to a CEO who supports that kind of attitude.
Absolutely.
And says, you know what, these kids care. These kids matter, I mean.
Absolutely.
It's great. Now, you mentioned a donation. I don't want to put you on the spot about the donation right now, but...
No problem. I already handed in the check.
Oh, well, tell me a little bit about the check. I love hearing about checks.
It was $20,685.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Excellent.
And these are from the employees that really care about what you're doing.
Yeah. Well,
And it comes from their heart.
it really does. You know,
Yes.
well, congratulations to them, and I hope they take great pride in that. And I also think it's leadership. You know, I also think I just think way too many people talk a good game and don't play the game anymore. We seem to put a lot of emphasis on wearing the T-shirt and not doing the, you know, the kind of work you're doing, Diane, too. I mean,
Right.
that's it. That's where the rubber hits the road.
Well, you're changing lives.
Yeah.
And some of the youth that we work with are in foster care, or they've been in youth agreements, and they don't have those connections.
Yeah.
And just having a connection with an adult and community that cares changes their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hear that lovely music from Mulgrave School. You see the Beatty Group here, 604-222-9898. 9898, 604-222-9898. They're on board here. Please make the phones ring. A lot of people, they phone in and it's busy or something for a moment. And I just really encourage them to come back. Don't forget the number. Pull over in the side of the road on your way home today. Yeah, all of that stuff. I think it's just great, and I got to recover from that donation, Robert. That's just absolutely spectacular. Thank God I wasn't matching during your half hour. You know? Oh, I would have enjoyed doing that too. Yeah, absolutely, I would have enjoyed too. Let's hear from Drex here and hear what the latest is. Drex, our latest total here, because guess what, Drex, your partner in crime.
Yeah.
Linda Steele is about to take over this chair.
She's going to have the
warm-up act's over.
She's going to have the envious task of getting it over $1 million. We're currently sitting at $825,000.
Yeah.
The $20,000 really will help that value as well. Just want to go through some donations here. Alan Johnson from Big Bear Couriers has donated $50. He's from Aldergrove, and his challenge is to all couriers to donate the same. And let me tell you, they're listening to the radio right now, driving around delivering stuff. Yeah. So if you're a courier, on the phone, 604-222-9898. Sue Emerson in Fanny Bay has donated $100. She is challenging all potters and artists to make the best contribution they can. Carrie and Karen Marsden in Vancouver have donated $1,000, and their challenge is to those who work in the aviation business to match that or better it as well. So they're just some of the donations and challenges are coming in, Mike.
Isn't that great? Well, you hear from Sue on Vancouver Island, challenging the arts community, and look where the money goes. I've got Diane Snowden with me, Executive Director of Children of the Street Society. So, the connection is very big and very broad, and it reaches out. And I think that's what's great about your staff, too, Robert, recognizing that the Orphans Fund goes down to the individual level.
That's right. That's where it counts.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more with that. Now, look, come on. It's the Christmas season. Now, Robert, you said don't ask you, but I got to ask you one question. Don't worry. Just one question.
Sure.
Okay. Who was the best Ebenezer Scrooge? Alistair Sim or George C. Scott? They both did A Christmas Carol. Or Henry Winkler. I think he did A Christmas Carol. Or John Candy did, but that was at a local play. So which one?
Well, I'm just going to, you're right, you put me on the spot. All I know is when I went to school, I sang Jingle Bells. That's it.
And by the way, you should hear that rendition. That is on YouTube right now. It's fantastic. Robert Lashin, it's viral right now. And your staff is sitting there. Wait till you get back to the office, Mr. President, because you'll be singing for all of us. How about you, Diane? Give me your favorite. I give you a choice, though. Okay. You're sitting at a table, you're hungry. On the one side is this plate of shortbread cookies, Christmas style, a little bit of, going on. Or on the other side, it's one big turkey. Don't look at me like I'm talking about myself. A turkey. Your choice.
Turkey.
It's not cooked. I didn't tell you that part, so I'm sorry about that. 604-222-9898. 604-222-9898 is the number to call. Drex is getting ready. He's going to have a big total for us.
Just after the, do you want to do it now? Just before? This is your final total.
That's what I wanted.
All right, look at the screen, everybody. Here's the brand new total.
Wow, over 900,000.
Yeah.
We love it.
$906,012. When Linda Steele hops on, it's going to be her job to get it to the $1 million mark.
She looks like $1 million right now. You should just know I'm leaving. I've got the only elf outfit here. I think I'm overdressed at this point, but Linda's coming on here. She looks like a Christmas angel. Am I right, Robert?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Diane? My goodness, you can just bring her down here. So that's right. The first string is coming in. The warm-up act is over. Linda Steele is coming on here right down live at the Terminal City Club. You can join us, by the way, here. There's fantastic food. A little bit later on, we're roasting a boar for Christmas season. That'll be great. 604-222-9898, 604-222-9898. And my thanks to one of the things we don't say is enough about the volunteers here, the wonderful staff at the Orphans Fund, all the producers here at CKNW. Their headache is nearly over, and it's great stuff. And in the meantime, Diane, thank you for coming down, and I'm thrilled about the work you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can just imagine the faces light up and the opportunity to express themselves in that way. And dealing with people who say, you know what, you matter. So I think it's great. Yeah. Diane, thank you.
Thank you.
And Robert, really a big thanks to your staff. They should take great pride, and I can't tell you how much it's appreciated.
We appreciate that very much.
Yeah, great stuff. That's Hool Electric. You got to remember those people. They do obviously great work, but also obviously, equally obviously, a very big part of our community here. That's all the time I have. Stay with us. I've got Linda Steele on deck here. She's saying time for you to get out of here, Shorty. By the way, you don't know that when I deal with Linda all the time. She calls me Shorty, but that's okay. Very much thanks to people at the CKNW Orphans Fund. Thanks to Mulgrave School. The Beatty Group is down here. And please get on the phone, 604-222-9898, 604-222-9898. And a Merry Christmas to everyone.